Buzzfeed, you know them as the news website or YouTube channel with the worst clickbait on the internet.
So now Buzzfeed, has gotten so much bad rep that they have to change the name of their channel. Buzzfeed Yellow is now boldly.
It's the same videos you know and love.
60% dislike ratios. Everything wrong with Buzzfeed, 4 million. Buzzfeed has hit a new low, 5.5 million. 36 stupid feminist questions answered, 25 million views.
That's true.
They're like McDonald's, but for cheap brain-dead content online. BuzzFeed was fun once, but now they're cringe. There's so much hatred for BuzzFeed on YouTube that it would make a grown man blush. Something very odd has happened to BuzzFeed stock recently. BuzzFeed's stock price is up by over 300% in 1 month. A move of less than 1% is normal. 4% means something happened to move the stock, but 300%? That means something big must have happened to BuzzFeed to make it worth so much money. At one point, BuzzFeed went from 95 cents a share up to a high of $3.80 a share. BuzzFeed's stock has dropped since then, but still, it's higher than it once was. Most companies won't see that kind of growth in their stock price for years, maybe decades. So what happened? Why are investors putting millions of dollars into BuzzFeed stock? Why is BuzzFeed, the internet's most favorite punching bag, suddenly so valuable? There are two reasons: ChatGPT and Facebook. BuzzFeed CEO Jonah Peretti told everyone its employees were going to use AI from ChatGPT's parent company to make quizzes and other content. The memo stated BuzzFeed was going to use OpenAI to personalize content for its core business, which is basically clickbait articles. So if you're looking at a 25 ways to make packing for a trip so much faster, or a 63 home products you'll probably be tempted to buy after reading this post, or the 27 specific foods that people say are very American, you'll most likely be reading an article made with OpenAI's tools, maybe ChatGPT. It's not too far of a stretch to believe that ChatGPT is capable of making those articles. ChatGPT has been used to make many more impressive stuff, like an entire film, a retelling of Batman and the Joker, and code for websites. That's obviously not the only catalyst for BuzzFeed's sudden rise in stock price. BuzzFeed also has a deal with Facebook, where Meta's going to pay out $10 million so BuzzFeed can help make content for Facebook's platforms. Facebook wants BuzzFeed to both train and bring more creators to Facebook and Instagram. Facebook stopped paying news publishers to feature content on its news tab precisely so BuzzFeed and other creators can do this for them instead, which is ironic because BuzzFeed announced they were making cuts to their news division to make the business a little more profitable. Ever since Facebook lost its massive moneymaker after Apple beefed up their privacy policy, Facebook's been trying to find new ways to make money. So this BuzzFeed deal is one of them. Now Meta can't access the ad economy. They're trying to get into the creator economy. They've tried that once before, but it hasn't been working out for them. So that's why BuzzFeed stock is up by so much. They had a deal with Facebook, and now they're thinking of using ChatGPT's parent company to do clickbait articles. But will it work? BuzzFeed just laid off 12% of its workforce, around 180 employees. They obviously still need someone to type in the title of the BuzzFeed article onto ChatGPT so it can spit out BuzzFeed articles. Honestly, all this makes me wonder if BuzzFeed is going to use ChatGPT's parent company AI to write articles. If you take the title of the BuzzFeed article and put it into ChatGPT as a prompt, would it spit out the exact same article? ChatGPT likes to spit out the exact same answers to questions, no matter how many times you enter the exact same prompt. Investor confidence in BuzzFeed's decision to use ChatGPT to write articles seems misguided. What BuzzFeed is saying it'll do is that it will choose a tool everyone on the internet can access for free and use it to write articles. So if BuzzFeed succeeds in making money from ChatGPT's articles, then what's to stop other websites from doing the same thing? There is a chance that ChatGPT will stop being free in the future. The OpenAI founders have confirmed this. Sam Altman, the founder of OpenAI, confirmed this himself by saying they'll have to monetize ChatGPT somehow because it takes a lot of money to run ChatGPT and do research on AI. There is now an option, or rather a wait list for an option to access a more powerful version of ChatGPT through the ChatGPT Plus version, which is a subscription service services costing $20 a month. OpenAI did a survey before they decided on the price. Now, if BuzzFeed gets a subscription, which they probably will, $20 a month for people typing in prompts into ChatGPT will be pennies to them. That's $240 a year per person for ChatGPT Plus. The ChatGPT Plus subscription is a no-brainer. They'll get the faster response speeds, priority access to new features, and OpenAI won't lock you out when there's too many users using the free version of ChatGPT. You'll still be able to use ChatGPT Plus while everyone else has to wait for the servers to go back to normal, so no outages. Even if BuzzFeed does this, will people really click on a BuzzFeed article knowing an AI is crafting the whole thing? To be fair, BuzzFeed articles right now are already horrible, so if people are already reading those articles, then the same people will probably be fine reading AI written articles on BuzzFeed's own website, of course, not ChatGPT's website. Is BuzzFeed's higher valuation in the stock market justified? Well, in the end, it doesn't matter. Those are paper gains. Investors are just piggybacking on the company uses ChatGPT, money printer go burst by the stock now trend. Microsoft stock rose dramatically these past few months, similar to BuzzFeed stock, because Microsoft paid $10 billion to own 49% of ChatGPT's parent company OpenAI. And also, they're adding ChatGPT into the Bing search engine, Microsoft's own search engine. Most investors who are placing bets on stocks because they know a company is using ChatGPT aren't loyal investors. These investors will pull out once they find out the AI isn't making BuzzFeed any money. Now, we don't know if ChatGPT will be the money printer BuzzFeed needs to survive, but BuzzFeed is a public company. They have to release financial reports, so if they lose money after using ChatGPT for their clickbait articles, then we will all know. And the stock price of BuzzFeed will drop just as quickly as it rose. In BuzzFeed's defense, it's not the only company trying to use ChatGPT to one-up the competition. Microsoft thinks ChatGPT is good enough for their search engine. Google is already freaking out after they saw what ChatGPT was capable of. They thought their search engine business was in jeopardy for the first time in forever. Google CEO had to issue a code red to employees. There were meetings about AI and teams were told to work towards deployment of their own AIs. If it's good enough for these large tech companies, then it's probably good enough for BuzzFeed to take bets on ChatGPT's AI. Then again, Microsoft and Google have been wrong about things before. Microsoft bet on HoloLens. Remember that? The HoloLens bet went south. Sure, they were able to secure a $1 billion military contract, but they laid off their core teams responsible for the HoloLens, so that's a fail. Google, on the other hand, recently gave up on Stadia officially. Google Stadia is gone now. They completely shut down all servers by mid-January, so now users are stuck with a Chromecast Pro they don't need. Currently, BuzzFeed's bet on OpenAI is still up in the air. We won't know what happens until it happens. There are a lot of Wall Street analysts who are positive about BuzzFeed's ChatGPT play. They're betting on trends here, but once BuzzFeed flops, analysts will change their tune pretty quickly. It happens a lot. BuzzFeed actually emailed Reuters and confirmed they would be using OpenAI's publicly available API and not ChatGPT itself. Microsoft did the same thing, but they used OpenAI's proprietary artificial intelligence to create their own AI coding assistant, Copilot, so that may affect the outcome. Since BuzzFeed went public in 2021, things have not been working out for them. They've lost a lot of money and their stock price went from $10 a share at IPO to less than $1 in their previous years. That's what happens when your revenue predictions are off by over $200 million in the wrong direction. BuzzFeed needs any good news it can get these days. OpenAI may be what it needs to succeed. Thank you for watching, like and subscribe.